Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and tonight I'm coming at you guys again with another storytime video. So I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So this particular story happened to an acquaintance of my best friend, and as soon as she told me this story, I was like, please ask your friend if I can put this on YouTube, because this is one of the creepiest stories I've heard in a really long time. So this woman in the story moved into this new house with her son, and her son was about 5 years old at the time. So they were just getting a new fresh start, new house, new town, pretty much new everything. So everything was going good until about a month into them living there. Now they had a pretty decent sized backyard. I would say they had about an acre. So one morning, while the mom is making breakfast, getting things ready for school, her son comes up to her and he says, "Mom, there was somebody knocking on my window last night." So Mom says, that's strange. She's like, "Well, did you see anybody?" And he said, "No, I just heard somebody knocking on my window." So she really didn't think anything of it, kind of thought, well, maybe he was dreaming, maybe he was imagining things. So about 2 nights later, he hears it again. He hears a knocking on his window. This time, he actually, and this is in the winter time, so he didn't have his window open. So he walks over to the window, he opens the window, and he sees this dark figure standing right outside of his window. It's not moving, it's not saying anything, it's just standing there. So he gets really scared, closes the blinds, runs into his mom's room, tell her everything that's going on, and she's like, "Go back to bed, it's just a bad dream." Well, things progressively got worse from there. So, fast forward about a week later, he hears a knocking again. This time, he opens the window, or he doesn't open the window, he opens the blinds, and outside of his window, he sees the same dark figure, except this time it's going like this, like telling him to come outside. So again, he gets really freaked out, runs into his mom's room. They go check everything out, everything's fine. Now this keeps happening night after night. Eventually, the figure moves. There's like a tree that wasn't too far away from his window. So now he starts seeing this figure in the tree. And it's just standing there, and all it ever does is it makes this like come outside kind of hand gesture. So one morning, the mom wakes up. Mind you, this whole time, she never sees anything. She never hears anything. And so she pretty much just chalks it up to all of this being in his head, pretty much. So one morning, Mom gets up. She's making breakfast. Beautiful morning. Snow's on the ground. Here in Indiana, it snows quite a bit. So she looks outside. And in this particular tree, she sees footprints. And she thinks, that's weird. So she goes outside, inspect things further. Well, she noticed that the footprints led from the tree to her son's window and back. No other footprints were around. There were no footprints around the tree outside of the original tracks. There were no footprints around the house. Nothing like that. Just those 2 sets of tracks that led to the house and back. Now, it gets a little weirder. Not only that, but the footprints, they weren't human footprints at all. They were like circular, and then 3 circles, I guess, where toes would be. So whatever this figure was that was knocking on his window, and that was standing in the tree and telling him to come outside, basically trying to get him outside, I don't think it was a human entity at all. I think it was non-human entity. I don't necessarily want to say demonic, because I don't know that for sure, but to me that definitely sounds like something not good. So basically what happened is they ended up moving out. Obviously, I think anyone would. Started fresh, got a new place, didn't have any experiences after that. So I don't know if that was something that was tied to the land, Not really sure. So let me know what you guys think about the story in the comments below. I hope you guys like this video, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.